As we go through the Parsha, we have the discussion about the Kohanim and their sanctity. We have discussion about who can serve in the Beis HaMikdash as a Kohen, the sacrifices that are given, what's considered a qualified sacrifice versus one that's not qualified, and then the section ends off, the whole section of Korbanos ends off with the words, V'lo sechalalu as shem kodshi, don't defile my holy place, v'nikdashti b'soch b'nei Yisrael, instead sanctify myself among the Jewish people. Now that verse, v'nikdashti b'soch b'nei Yisrael, is known colloquially as the mitzvah of Kiddush Hashem, the requirement to the extreme for martyrdom. And when you think about the mitzvah of martyrdom in connection to the rest of the Parsha, we're astounded. What exactly is the connection? We're talking about sacrifices. We're talking about korbanos. And now we're talking about martyrdom? Rav Hirsch says that's exactly the point. What korbanos teaches us is this concept of sacrificing for something greater than us. We take an animal and we offer it to God. We take its life in service of Hashem, which then allows us subconsciously to understand, to recognize what's the next goal, ultimately to get to the point where we are willing to even sacrifice ourselves. And that's the connection to the beginning of the Parsha. And it's actually a beautiful culmination. It's the end of the Parsha. It's the very last commandment in this section is about the sanctification, because it's supposed to remind us of what our role is as Jews. But the truth is, we don't have to go to the extreme in order to make a Kiddush Hashem. Martyrdom is not one of the tenets of our religion. V'chai behem is how we sanctify God's name. More often than not, our role, our goal as Jews is to live sanctifying God's name, not dying sanctifying God's name. Case in point is that v'nikdashti b'soch b'nei Yisrael, that whole mitzvah in and of itself teaches us the requirement of a minyan. Because the message really of v'nikdashti b'soch b'nei Yisrael, it's not about martyrdom alone. It's about finding acts of goodness, of kedusha, of holiness, of spirituality, of growth in every little thing we do each and every single day. The more little mitzvos we can accumulate, we can grab, we can accomplish, is another Kiddush Hashem, whether it's in public or in private. Every opportunity we have is a fulfillment of v'nikdashti b'soch b'nei Yisrael. So while it's true that in the context of the Parsha, it tells us about the extreme ideal of martyrdom learned from sacrifices of animals, real Kedusha is how it's lived each and every single day. And my bracha is that we never get to a point where we have to die al Kiddush Hashem, but rather we have so many opportunities to continue living al Kiddush Hashem v'chai b'hem in order to continue to make Hashem proud, make our community proud, and our nation as well. Have a wonderful Shabbat.